Good evening and welcome to this somewhat different 2020 Royal Television Society Devon and Cornwall Student Awards. At last year's awards, we were able to hug and kiss and cheer and celebrate with one another at the Jill Craigie Cinema at the University in Plymouth. Plans for this year's awards were well underway to take place at the same venue until, well, everything changed. But we were keen not to lose the joy and the celebration of the awards. And we didn't want to let the circumstances prevent us from celebrating the amazing talent that we have in the region. So, our team of volunteers have been beavering away in their home edit suites and home offices in order to put on this digital version of the awards ceremony. I hope you've managed to add some bubbly to your click and collect order and you're ready to pop your cork on the sofa with us tonight. So, without much further ado, I'd like to introduce our special guest hosts for the evening. They're two Plymouth-based brothers with ink in their blood, who've now started their own production company, having wowed Britain's television audience when they took over the pens at Britain's best loved and most outrageous salon.
I don't need recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great, recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great.
Should we get started?
Yeah, do it.
Have you ever thought about getting help for your addiction? What does this tattoo mean for you?
It's a perfect tribute. I'm proud to wear it and I'm proud to have it.
My dad said that I wasn't welcome into the family till I have it covered up, so...
Wow.
Is he a farmer?
A farmer never tells sketch.
So I was stabbed 3 times in the head and twice in the back.
I hope this tattoo will be a permanent reminder of his courage and strength.
It's replaced with something so much better.
No more impulsive tattoos then.
I can assure you there won't be any more impulsive tattoos.
Who's better looking?
Good evening, I'm Pash.
And I'm Uzi.
We're honoured to be hosting this year's awards and we're thrilled to also take part in the judging process earlier in the year.
We saw for ourselves the amazing quality of work that the students are doing in this region.
This is the 25th year of the RTS Student Television Awards. They're a brilliant chance for students to put their talents before the critical eye of professionals, win recognition and audition for their first job in the media industry.
And so a panel of superhero judges were assembled.
Currently based as far afield as Hollywood and Chadderwood, our judges all have Devon and Cornwall in their roots.
Together they cover all aspects of the industry.
Producers,
Directors,
editors,
sound gurus,
designers,
winners from last year.
and us.
Yeah, and us.
We were all looking for strong storytelling, innovation, outstanding visual and oral creativity, and high quality craft skills.
And you didn't make it easy for us.
Every year I'm amazed by the talent and the quality of work.
Greetings from Southern California. Thank you guys so much for all of your submissions. It was an absolute pleasure to be a part of the judging process.
It was a real honour to be asked to be a judge, but it was an incredibly difficult task because the standard was just so high.
The storytelling, the creativity and the high production values were outstanding.
Animation is always amazing. Drama is always brilliant. But I was really pleased this year, as someone that works in factual television, to see some really strong factual material. Really, this year, the winning entry in factual totally blew me away.
We're all passionate about content in this industry, and it was great to see that passion, enthusiasm, diversity and drive in all of the entrants that we viewed. So really, really well done.
It also made me think about my own student film 20 years ago and how that really gave me the confidence and kind of catapulted me into the workforce.
I think all of you guys should keep going out, making movies, getting your story told. It was clear that there was a lot of work and a lot of creativity that went into these projects, and your voice should be heard.
When I look at the work of these young people, I just think, you know, they've got a really bright future, and so is the industry. So it's exciting.
Separating the winners from the shortlisted entries required some hard debating.
I know because I was there, and the judges' huddle got pretty intense at times, so please remember, just being nominated is an amazing accomplishment. And even if you don't win this evening, you should feel very, very proud of making the shortlist.
So let's get started with the 2020 RTS Devon and Cornwall Student Award for the Drama category, sponsored by Bandit TV.
The nominations are Tangled, The Artisan, and Our Harmony.
There is a good soul. She'll look after you.
And a touch of yellow. You end up with the right sort of colour for the water.
Lily. Miriam, do I have your word?
The winning entry tugged at our judges' heartstrings, and they were impressed with the attention to detail and quality of writing.
The award for the best drama goes to The Artisan.
There is a good soul. She'll look after you.
And a touch of yellow. You end up with the right sort of colour for the water.
Lily. Miriam, do I have your word? For God's sake, keep her still!
I miss them. It means we love them.
Congratulations to all those involved.
Next up is the Short Form Award. That's films of no more than 5 minutes long, sponsored by Silverstream.
The nominations are 1079, Between the Extremes, and Time is the Enemy.
you believe what you see, if you honor the mentality, I'll believe it when I see it.
The ones and zeros of the mind has given birth to a new life form that mirrors the same programmable reality. Take it, learn it from humankind to grow, expand and give birth to a new society of machines. They've been here a while.
I've spent most of my life looking up to my parents, looking up to idols and inspirations. But what I love most about looking up is seeing the stars above us. It's impossible to describe the beauty of it all. Perhaps that's why we all look up at the night sky sometimes. It's where we've all come from. There's a reason people tell you to shoot for the stars. Who wouldn't want to be there amongst them?
The winning entry was described as excellently executed with professional production quality.
And the award for Best Short goes to Time is the Enemy.
It's crazy to think that every person you pass in the street is living a life just as complex and vivid as your own. "7 billion stories. So what do we do?" I've spent most of my life looking up to my parents, looking up to idols and inspirations. But what I love most about looking up is seeing the stars above us.
Next, we have the Animation Award, sponsored by Pushed.
This is always a very strong category for this region, and one that our judging panels always look forward to. The shortlist is Beware of the Dark, Sandstorm, and Off the Record.
Hey, I have them right here. I have them right here. Here.
The judges thought the winning entry was powerfully effective and a beautifully animated production. They admired all the little touches that showed the animators going the extra mile.
And the winner of the best animation is Beware of the Dark. There was some really amazing work in there. Congratulations to everyone involved in that film.
And now the Factual Award, sponsored by Denims. The nominations are Woman Uprooted, My Bag and I, and Krampus Behind the Scenes.
One of the first things you think about is just that, shit, how do I tell a partner, like, who's gonna want me with one of these?
My life is 100% better after surgery. I couldn't do a lot of things before. I was miserable. It's easy for me to understand someone else a lot of the time, but will they understand someone with this added thing crashing the party?
With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tums, Krampus is coming to town. I see you when you're sleeping, and I
It was great to have 3 strong factual films on the shortlist this year. It was a close-fought contest, but the winning entry was praised for its wonderful use of high-quality imagery and exceptional creativity and depth, and brought at least one of our judges to tears.
The award for the best factual film goes to Woman Uprooted.
I was crying throughout the journey until we reached down here in Plymouth, where I had to leave. I knocked at the door and a lady came out. I said, I've come down from London to stay. And she just banged the door and went away. I realized that sometimes some people get depressed in this system of asylum, and she had received a reply from the Home Office and they refused her case. So it was like hell for her. So those things happen.
And so to Comedy and Entertainment, sponsored by Rock Oyster Media. The final nominations are Nut Pops, Sui Generis, and Holiday.
Hi, Benny. Stay cool, Benny. Just say hi back. You've got this.
Hi, Ellie. Post?
Yeah. Benny, you idiot.
winning entry impressed the judges with excellent portrayals of each character, clever camera work and sharp visual gags. They thought it a fitting homage to a French master.
The winner of the comedy and entertainment category is Holiday. Before we move on to the RTS Craft Skills Awards for our Devon and Cornwall students, we've been told that we have to answer some questions about our own TV experiences.
We've got a lucky dip here of quick fire questions sent in ahead of this event by RTS members.
Okay, so how did you end up doing tattoo fixes?
It was something that was totally unplanned.
I was actually in Plymouth all along. Uzi went to London Tattoo Convention and got scouted by 2 individuals from Channel 4.
Came and approached me and asked if I'd ever thought about doing a TV show. And I told them I've never thought about it and I never expected to do it either.
And a really nice gesture from Uzi, he basically said that I've got a brother who tattoos as well. And so they took us both on.
Do you get to see the tattoos in advance? The truth is, no, we don't. We only get to see it on the day, unfortunately. It would be really, really useful and it would make our job a lot easier if they could send it before though.
How long does each show take to film?
Each show takes a day to film.
We are there for hours and hours and hours on end.
But there's a lot of work that goes into the show before it even gets to us tattooing the tattoos.
It takes about 3 weeks to edit one episode.
Just who is the best looking? I think it would be a good idea if we did a poll on this and I'll get back to you.
It takes a lot longer getting ready in the morning.
And what's next?
So we've had a good taste of what it's like to work on TV. We absolutely love it. And we would like to venture in that direction. So what we've gone and done is created a production company.
We've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, putting together something quite special.
So keep your eyes peeled.
And now we come to the Craft Skills Awards.
The RTS is proud to recognise and celebrate those people who have displayed excellence in their field.
The quality for this year's Student RTS Awards was really, really good.
I think the craft skills this year have blown me away.
I've been judging the Student RTS Awards for a couple of years and I'm always surprised when I get to look at the videos about how far it's come since I was a student about 25 years ago.
To be able to sift through all this incredible content and pick out the detail in the collaborations has been an incredible challenge, just because the standards are so high.
I think the thing for me that really stands out is the edit is so refined now.
The animation, there was stuff there that I wouldn't have thought was a student making it. I would have thought it was a professional animation outfit.
The camera work has really become almost, you couldn't tell the difference between a student's film and a professional film. So it's an exciting time.
One of the hardest parts of being a judge is deciding who couldn't win. So sometimes you don't win and sometimes you do. The most important thing is to keep the love, the care and the talent flowing. Cheers to you all.
The first of the Craft Skills Awards this evening is for camera work, sponsored by Beagle Media.
The camera work of this film was described as smooth, accurate, flawlessly framed, absolutely integral to the humour and pitch perfect.
The Craft Skills Award for camera goes to Ollie Thurley for Sui Generis.
Merciful.
Quintessential.
Outre.
Touche. What's the title again?
Untitled.
The next Craft Skills Award is for editing.
Although perhaps an unusual choice for an editing award, the judges wanted to recognise the exceptional work in pacing, choices of frame sizes and angles, and storytelling through shot selection.
The Craft Award for editing goes to Mitchell Kendall Smith, Sandstorm.
Next up, the Craft Skills Award for Production Design.
Production design is such a unique skill to master, however, this team truly nailed it.
So the Craft Skills Award for Production Design goes to Oliver Thom for Our Harmony.
The next award for craft skills is for sound.
The winner's work played a big part in what was an epic cinematic production. The judges praised the film for its excellent soundtrack and effective use of emotive sound.
The RTS Craft Skills Award for sound goes to Gabrielle Stone and Benjamin T. Jackson for Sandstorm.
Our final award this evening is Craft Skills Award for Writing, which is sponsored by BBC Southwest.
The judges commended the humour and twists throughout this film script. The writing was clever and kept the judges' attention from start to finish. Fun and funny.
The Writing Award goes to Lucy Eckersley for Nut Pops.
Well, have you got enough free time to have a drink with me? We could celebrate your comic.
What?
A drink with me?
What about Jackson? Will he be coming?
Why would Jackson be coming?
He's not your boyfriend, is he?
Boyfriend? No, he's my cousin.
He's a cousin, you idiot.
I'd love to go for a drink with you.
Okay. Now?
Now! A drink now. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get my jacket.
Oh my gosh. A drink with Ellie. Just a drink between two people. Me and her. Benny and Ellie. Belly! No, that's creepy. Oh god, this is the best day of my life. Even though I've just lost my job and I can at least focus on my comic and the dream to get it published, maybe things happen for a reason. This is just meant to be.
What are you looking at?
That's all for the awards for 2020, and massive congratulations to everyone.
It's been our pleasure to host this evening and celebrate the incredible talent here in our region.
Before we head to the fridge to join in the celebrations, here's a final important message from the chair. Cheers.
Well, there you have it. That was the 2020 RTS Devon and Cornwall Student Awards, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. But please don't let the celebrations end there. Now is the time to go mad on social media and let the world know about your nominations and your wins. Don't forget to use the following RTS tags, hopefully they're on the bottom of the screen or top of the screen. Be sure to video your joyous acceptance speeches and send them to us. That would be absolutely fantastic, so we can then add those to our video. Congratulations to all the winners and everyone that took part, and a huge thank you to the judges, the sponsors, and well, everyone who helped put this together. It's all a bit mad. So we'll hopefully see you next year, and hopefully it'll be in person. Thanks for watching. Good night.